Welcome back to my channel. Bitch, it has been a minute. Do you know how fucking excited I am to get back to YouTube? Y'all don't even know. I can't explain, but I won't do that today. Today I'm bringing you instead a denim lookbook along with kind of how I alter, upcycle, make work, whatever, the denim that I get from the thrift store. The first part of the video is going to be me showing you exactly how I take in and alter, zhuzh, elevate, and then I'm going to show you how I actually style the pieces at the end. If you like this video, I hope that you would give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel. Your girl is going to try her best to be back on her best bullshit, not the fake bullshit that I was on before. With that said, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. I know a lot of you guys experience this with your thrift store denim. You get the denim, you go through the trouble of looking at the waist sizes, and yet the waist is still too big. So I'm going to be showing you a little bit of a hack in order to alleviate that big gap that you get with your thrift store pants. So in order to do this, you're going to need scissors, a seam ripper, small safety pins, a jumbo safety pin, and elastic. And of course the jeans that you want to be working with. So the first thing that I do, I go ahead and remove the tag using the seam ripper. This is a lot easier with the seam ripper. You can just use scissors or even tweezers or something like that, but you can just bust through them things with the fucking seam ripper. So I personally use a seam ripper. It's also good to note that if you have any of those like tags, you'll see later in the video, if you have any of those tags that are on the back of your jeans, you might also want to remove those because they can get in the way of what we're gonna do. I just want to go ahead and apologize for the lighting in advance. It's going to change a lot throughout the video because I was just trying to figure out the best way to show you what was going on. But right now it's super overexposed. Don't worry, that'll be fixed. So to actually go ahead and make the adjustments, I look for the belt loop that's right over the seam that connects the front of the pants and the back of the pants. That's where I'm going to go ahead and start the elastic, and as well as mirror it on the other side. So I'm looking for both of those seams. Using the seam ripper, I'm going ahead and just making a hole at that top band. You'll notice that that top band is double layered. So you can go ahead and use a seam ripper to rip through the first layer, making a slot so that you can actually slide that elastic in. Use a safety pin, the jumbo safety pin, to measure out how far apart my little slits are going to be, because that'll help me pull the safety pin through later with the elastic. After I've gone ahead and made all the slits all the way across the jeans, I'm gonna take my elastic and begin to measure out the length of the elastic. Now, when you're doing this, it's important that you don't actually just like unroll the elastic all the way to the full length. You're obviously gonna wanna stretch it so that when it's actually inserted into the jeans, it'll rumple itself in. So in reality, you don't need the full length. You really just need half to about 3/4 of the length that you actually need for the back of your pants. I'm gonna take that elastic, attach the jumbo safety pin to it, and actually start stringing it through those slits that I've already made. After I string it through the first slit, however, I take one of those mini safety pins and actually pin it to the pants to that double layered rim on the top of those jeans so that it stays in place. Then that way I can just use the jumbo safety pin to string it all the way through until it gets to the end, and then I safety pin it on the other side. As you can see, I've strung the elastic all the way through. Because I did not take the full length of the jeans, it's now rumpled together, and then I'm safety pinning it to the band of the jeans on the other side. You'll see when I put them on, that cinches it to my waist, and now I don't have to worry about taking in my jeans. It's super easy. Are you a part of the culture? So for my black jeans, I'm just gonna be doing something extremely simple. The jeans are a little tight, so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and make some shorts out of them. Another thing that you can do to alleviate jeans that are too tight when you get them from the thrift store is rip them up. When you rip them up, you alleviate some of that tension. But I'm just gonna make these into some cutoff shorts. When you wanna make cutoff shorts, it's really important that you cut them on a diagonal, so that outside seam should sit a little bit higher than the inside seam. That just ensures that it's gonna cover your butt. This first cut that I'm making is a little bit long, so in between these two clips, I go ahead and I try them on, and then I readjust the length, and that's what you're seeing me do right here. So after I cut them, it's super easy. I just roll the seams, and then you're done with those. For these jeans, I chose not to put a band in the back because I noticed that when I tried them on, they were kind of a little bit loose and I liked that. So I'm gonna use that and make them into cut off Bermudas. So just like I did with the black shorts, I kind of figure out where I want them to fall on my body and then I go ahead and make that cut. Here you see me using the excess denim that I cut off from the jeans as a protective layer so that when I go through in distress, it doesn't rip through to the other side of the pants. And then in order to distress them, you can either use scissors, a steak knife, or seam rippers in order to create the kind of rips that you want. So I just take a steak knife and I drag it back and forth until it starts to distress, and you'll notice that you'll see those little white fringy things come up, which is what makes it look like store-bought jeans. Additionally, I go back through with the seam ripper and I kind of fray the ends because once I do that, once I throw them in the washer and dryer, it really just brings out that distressed nature. So I'm really distressing everywhere, the front, the back, the pockets, the bands at the top, everything. For this last pair of jeans, you will need some bleach mixed with some water, scissors, and a seam ripper. I've put the extra denim from the last pair of jeans in the pockets, and now I'm just spraying over the back pocket. I'm gonna do that on the other side, and while that's sitting, I'm gonna move down to the actual seams of the pants and cut them off and then fray them. That's really it for these jeans. It's super, super basic, quite literally spray, cut the hem, fray the hem. I fray the hem using scissors. I make small little slits upward, and then I use the seam ripper to fray them even more. You're gonna wanna let that sit for a little bit, and after you're satisfied with the results, rinse it out with some cold water, throw them in the wash, and then both the distressing and the bleaching will be done. In reality, each pair maybe took me about 30 minutes to start and finish. And now you're gonna see how I actually put them and incorporate them into my outfits. So here I have the pants, the black denim pants that I had gotten from the thrift store. Like you saw in the video, I went ahead and I cut them into shorts. If I were to wear these, like for real, if I was to wear them, I would go ahead and put them with a graphic tee like I have here. This one is from Urban Outfitters. It was from the men's section. If I can remember correctly, it was between $25 and $30. If I find it, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box. I have this belt right here. It's a thrifted belt. It was like $6. Obviously the shorts were thrifted, and I went ahead and I paired them with my cherry matte Dr. Marten. So obviously jewelry, Alex and Ani bracelets, fossil watch. Ate a little bit too much, so just gonna ignore that. Alex and Ani bracelets, fossil watch. Then I have these necklaces, which I also thrifted. If you didn't know, the thrift store is a good place to get like real gold. A lot of times they go ahead and throw them away or thrift them or donate them because like the clasp is broken. A clasp is easier to fix. You could literally just YouTube it and get it fixed yourself, and then you have a real gold necklace for a lot cheaper of a price. It also really helps that I went with my aunt, who is really good at looking at fake jewelry and like real jewelry and things like that, because we Nigerian and so Nigerians be scamming. I would definitely go ahead and pair it with this backpack. You guys have probably seen this backpack so many freaking times on my Instagram. But I would pair it with this backpack right here. It's just like a cute little Forever 21 backpack. It's a super chill outfit, like if you're going literally anywhere, house party, kickback, friend's house, whatever. It's just like a chill outfit that I would wear on any given day. So for the second pair of jeans that I cut, I made them into these very distressed denim shorts. For this pair, I didn't put the elastic because I kind of wanted them to fit a little bit more baggy. Right now they're fresh out the wash and dry, so they're a little bit more snug than they usually are, but you know, I'm pairing it with this denim jacket that I got from the thrift store. I really love a fucking Canadian tuxedo. Like, that's my shit. You'll catch me out in a Canadian tuxedo like 75% of the time. They're very close in wash, which is like what I like. I paired it with this white Carry faux hoodie. I love this hoodie so much. I gotta show you the back, because if anybody knows me, they know that this is like my whole personality. It says like fuck off on the back. So I've already worn this in my Instagram post. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it already. But I paired it with these sparkly boots. And it just be having me feeling like a bad bitch again. Very 90s reminiscent. It's very like, you know, what's up? I didn't show myself distressing these jeans, but these are jeans that I've had for a while. I use the same technique that I use on the shorts to create these little underbutt slits. I'm pretty sure like one of the Kardashians or one of the Jenners started this trend, but I really like it. It shows my little, you know, little bit of meat. You know, just a little bit, not too much. So on one side, I didn't show it, so I'll just tell you what I did. On one side I made 2 slits, on the other side I just made 1, and I think it looks super cute. So I paired it with this belt from Zara. I believe the belt was in between 20 something and $30. Can't exactly remember. Nothing too serious up top. I really don't even have jewelry on. It's just this white crop top from Forever 21. It was literally like $7. Only thing I don't like is that you could spill out of this top at any moment in time. Like, you quite literally never know. I'm constantly like on guard. The jewelry I have on are these silver hoops. So I got these shoes from Ego Shoes, especially with the slits and the studded red heels. It's definitely like, ooh. For my last and final outfit, I have another Canadian tuxedo. So this one is a little different because it's like a patchwork denim jacket. This denim jacket I got from Missguided. I will let you know, like, I basically never shop there. Me and Missguided, we beef. We beef on a regular basis. In fact, we beef so regularly throughout my college experience that I literally hadn't shopped with them before 2015, before getting this jacket. And even still had problems with the clothing, but nonetheless. This jacket I thought was more of an oversized jacket, but it turned out to be a crop jacket. But I'm not mad at it because when I got these jeans from the thrift store, I had noticed that the denim kind of matches together, so I was like, all right, this is fine. So I paired it with that same white crop top from before. These are the denim jeans that I did kind of like the tie-dye wash effect on the pocket, so I paired it there because it's kind of like patchwork and patchwork. And I thought it was kind of cute, so I put it together. And gold jewelry, gold accents, all of that. And these shoes, believe it or not, I actually also got at the thrift store. They are pink satin booties. $7. When I got them, I looked at the sole, not the sole, what is this called? This part of the shoe looked like it had only been worn once. I was like, oh, bet. Made it all the way to the end of this video. Thank you. I'm really happy that you did. Yeah, until my next video.